Hi to all, welcome to Health channel. You are watching health, environment, food safety, fire safety, sustainability solutions. Today we are discussing about that monsoon safety awareness and preparations. How you follow in monsoon safety in your office, at home and industrial premises. How you drive safe, how you protect your health. So that is the four topics we will discuss today. Number one is that in your office, at home, you have to follow number one, water leakage, seepage on wall should be informed immediately to the concerned department, and place mats, carpets inside the building entrance, regular inspection, repair and replacement of faulty carpets, and wear stable shoes and sandals with non-slip soles. Keep your wet raincoats, helmets at designated place, and don't touch the electrical switchboard on wet hands. Proper placement of electrical, telephone, printer and computer wires. Know where is the main electrical distribution board in your area. Switch off your computers, laptops, printers when not in use and after leaving workplace. Equipment must be properly grounded to prevent shock injuries, and earthing test should be done every area as suggested by electrical inspection. So a sufficient number of outlets will prevent circuit overloading. So electrical safety norms is very important in your workplace area, and electrical circuit boards, switch boards and your location area for that in this as per standards is followed or not, and you can display the monsoon safety norms in your area, and a sufficient number of outlets will be prevent circuit overloading. A lightning arrestor should be installed to the building and should be inspected frequently. Know the location of fire extinguisher and first aids. The fire extinguisher is that sufficient fire extinguishers are not, or first aid box is available or not. You just be understand for all these equipments in your workplace. You just be check for that every things. And number two is that industrial premises. In industrial premises, ensure the signboards are displayed at required locations like slippery or fret 4 area and electrical hazards area and fire extinguisher area and DG room area, first aid box or assembly point or MCP. So all this area you have to ensure for signage boards displayed or not. And never use appliances with faulty, frayed, exposed or cracked electrical wires. Surge protectors should be installed wherever required. Okay, and only authorized electricians, licensed, approved, authorized electricians are allowed to work on electrical equipments, and use of appropriate shock resistant electrical gloves are mandatory, and electrical gloves should be tested every 6 months. Switch off power points before plugging or unplugging devices, and every electrical distribution board should be provided with rubber mats and double earthing. Earthing value should be checked every year. Okay, provided emergency lights at various locations of the plant. Emergency lights should be identified and checked frequently. Again, emergency lighting lux level also you can be frequently check for that. If it in case anything illumination level is low is there, you have to thoroughly follow. And during non-working hour, all of the lights and equipment should be turned off. Only passage lights should be kept on and identified in switchboards. Use of general PPs are mandatory, should be kept in well manner and cleaned. So know the fire extinguisher, first aid and assembly point location, and also that emergency response team, ERT team. All aisles, passages, emergency exits should be kept free and dry always. You can check regularly water and drainage channels and conduct the necessary maintenance. Don't touch the wires from fallen electricity poles. Call the electricity board person. Tube lights starter should be replaced after completing its burning hour, and copper ballast to be replaced with electronic ballast to avoid short circuit, or use of LED tube lights are preferred. Save energy, save prevents fire. So use of industrial sockets and plugs for all equipments, and all domestic switchboards should be replaced to industrial. All forklift batteries should be kept dry and clean to avoid moisture contents. So next, drive safe. So you have to safely drive in your uh, area. Carry out a thorough pre-monsoon check for your vehicle, including batteries, tires with recommended tire pressure, electrical wiring, engine and wipers. First aid foremost. Slow down, it takes longer to stop or adjust in wet weather. Don't follow large trucks or buses too closely. Their tires splash water that ultimately obstructs your vision. Be more alert. Watch out for brake lights in the front of you. Turn your headlights on even in light rain or in a gloomy or foggy or overcast conditions. Replace old or brittle wipers. Avoid off-road driving and never drive beyond the limits of visibility. Never drive through moving water. If you can't see the ground through it, your car could be swept off the road. When driving through in a puddle of uncertain depth, go slow. If it is deeper than the bottom of your doors, turn around and find another route. If possible, stay off the road during heavy thunderstorms. Maintain a safe distance with a car ahead. Once that's a twice as a longer than in a dry. Braking distances are severely affected on wet roads. Always stay in touch with weather page, weather reports, meteorologically department, and radio channels or news bulletins. Concrete roads are very slippery, far more than our good coal. Tar roads, bridges and flyovers can also be extra slippery, so drive carefully over these areas. Window fogging occurs due to a temperature difference between the inside surface of your glass and the outside. For example, if you drive without the air con and all your windows are shut, the cabin is warmer than the outside, so resulting in the window fogging up from inside. So on the other hand, if you can run your air con on full blast mode, the interiors of your car will be colder than the outsides. Thus your glasses will be fog up from the outside. So remember, at any time your life is more precious than your vehicle. So normal stopping distance for all cars is a different speeds is there. So and you have to follow for every area for that, wear protective gears and helmets, and for rider and pylon riders also adequately headlight and tag lights and fog lamps also you can check for that, tire condition also you can check for that, proper vehicle maintenance also check for that, use raincoats not umbrellas while driving, and rear mirrors on place is mandatory, carry first aid box and toolkits, and life is equally important to you, and don't stand under a tree during thunderstorms. So this is a major points of that your safe driving in monsoon. Adequate vehicle maintenance and adequate headlights, brake and condition, adequate wipers, and full-filled the windshield washer water can, and adequate brakes, and you have to adequate rubber breedings to avoid water seeping in rain, adequate tire thread, and you have to keep in hammer, torch, umbrella for safe driving in monsoon. So this is your safe driving precautionary measures. And coming to your health, so be aware about that. So health is very important for this monsoon. Generally it will be we are suffering from that malarias and common colds, typhoid and cholera, hepatitis C or jaundice. So for this we have to follow that general precautionary measures for the monsoon. Drink water that has been purified, and you can boil water, cool and drink. Drinking water that is properly purified or boiled reduces the chance of the contracting a waterborne disease. Avoid tap water when outside or traveling. Use packaged mineral water. Carry a raincoat or an umbrella to protect yourself from getting wet in the rain. For those of you who are asthmatics, avoid damp walls. Most wet walls promote the growth of fungus, which is a trigger for a asthma. Don't enter a air conditioned rooms with wet hair and damp clothes. Take vitamin C and vitamin E, boost your immune system and help fight off infections. Avoid wearing tight clothing or clothing made out of the synthetic fabric. Stick to pure cotton or linen. Try and avoid street food as much as possible during this season, as they are likely to contain bacteria. After all, homemade food is the best. So use mosquito nets, creams and repellents to protect yourself from the mosquito bites. So these are all entirely for this monsoon health and safety tips. So please follow that this general precautionary measures of that industrial area, workplace area, and your safe driving and your health. So enjoy this monsoon, be healthy and stay safe. Thank you.